what up? It's your boy D Brown. I told y'all I had some footage for y'all and show y'all how to break these seats down and put them back together and all that type of stuff. So keep it short and simple. I'm gonna show you a seat I did, and I'm gonna show you one that's not did. All right. This is one that's not dead. As you can see, it's coming apart on the side. It's all dirty and dingy. Hard to bring it back. Hard to bring that back. Dirt all in the cracks. All right, that's one of them. Now this is the one that I did. Looks 10 times better. Everything's tight. No holes. Everything's nice. Put the backs back on. All of this nice. And also, for everybody wondering, yeah, those are new chrome pieces on the side. All this new. Those are old ones. They all scratched up, beat up, cracked. So, I mean, it's a simple process. Take a little time. Nothing too crazy. If y'all want to know where I get all my stuff from, gbodyparts.com. I always tell people, they got everything for these cars. Everything. All the way down to screws and bolts. Well, today I'm gonna show y'all how to break down the back seats. The back seats are a whole lot easier than the front seat. I'm gonna show you how to break down the back seat. I'm gonna show you guys the stuff that you need to put it back together, which is, well, this is what they'll send you when you buy the seat cover kit from Gbody Parts. They're gonna give you some hog rings, and they're gonna give you these little cheap pliers. These things suck real bad. I don't know if y'all can see those little indentions like right there and on the other side. The hog ring is supposed to sit inside of it. You squeeze down on it. It just keep popping out. You're gonna get real frustrated. So in that case, go ahead and invest in some real hog ring pliers. You see that indention in the inside of there? That thing will not slip out for nothing. And then they got a, better grip. Just all around better product. And you can get some of these off of Amazon, eBay. I got a little kit off of eBay. It was like 26 bucks. Hog ring pliers and some more hog rings. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna flip this. This is the back seat. You can see it's all dirty. I don't know what this is that was on there, but it's about shot. Gotta go. So, with that being said, flip this over. And I'm gonna show you guys how to pop these rings and get ready to remove old fabric off of it. All right, so I always tell people, use some pliers like this, some that'll grip. And what you need to do is go all around the seat, and you'll see these old hog ring pliers, old hog rings, right there, all the way around. And go all the way around the seat, all the way around. you need to pull this off is because you got this. This is the new one. 100% new. Not no stuff that's been cleaned or people try to re-dye it. This is fresh from the factory. All right, so people always wonder how we get this back on. All right, this has a piece of plastic that runs all the way through it. That is what you put your hog ring on. It's the same thing right here. This got plastic in it. A little plastic right there. It runs all the way around the seat. On the other side too. And the reason I chose to do this one first, because it's the simplest and it's the easiest. So let me go ahead and start busting down these rings, and I'll be right back. And for the people that's wondering how I'm taking these off, I'm grabbing them with the pliers and twisting them. I'm gonna grab it, twist it, grab it, twist it, grab it, twist it, grab it, twist it. Grab them, twist it. Grab it and twist it, and it come right off. Just like so. Just like that. So once you get all of those off, you'll be ready to start the process of putting the new on. All right, so it took about 2 minutes to go ahead and break all these rings off. You go all the way around. All the way around. Once you go all the way around, you'll be ready to pull this seat cover off. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a little information about this product. Like I say, I get all my stuff from Gbody parts. Good quality material. Everything's seamed up right. I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't. And they got all the original colors that this stuff come in. Of course, you know, this is for my cutlass. I went back the factory gray, as you can see. I spent roughly, well, I'm gonna tell you what all I got. I got the seat covers, front and back. I got the dash cap. I ordered carpet. I got the chrome pieces for the sides of the seats. I got a headliner. And I end up having to put my console together. I go in detail about that too. All right, so I roughly spent around like $1,700 on the whole interior. So I mean, that's not bad, including the fact that I'm doing everything myself. So it saves you a lot of money, because some of these people out here will charge you roughly $500 to $600 just to do the front seats, and then another $500 to $600 for the back. So you would have been out of almost $3,500, almost $4,000, just trying to go back factory. But that's why I'm here, show you how to do it. All right, so while I'm going over this interior stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little heads up. Whenever you're buying a Gbody, make sure that the whole car is intact. What I mean intact is, make sure it got all its trimming. Window trimming, any of the moldings that go on the side, light bezels, all that stuff, all that little bitty stuff like that. That's the stuff that's hard to find. Because sometimes you might think you're catching a deal when somebody's like, oh man, I got a car for $2,500. Then you see it, they have so much stuff missing on the car that they spend in parts where they could have bought a nice car for. And sometimes it don't even be worth the time to put some of this stuff back together. But with that being said, you know, I'm redoing the interior in this car. When I got the car, the console was in it, but it was so beat up to the point that it was not repairable at all. So if you have a Gbody with a floor shifter and it has the original floor shifter in it, all of the consoles for the Gbodies are interchangeable in all the cars. You can take a Monte Carlo and stick it in a Cutlass. You can take a Regal, stick it in a Cutlass. You can take a Cutlass, stick it in a Monte Carlo, and so on. All right, so with that being said, my console was so beat up and it was hard for me to find all the pieces to the one that I needed. I ended up converting mine over to a Regal console, which to me looks 10 times better. So I'm just gonna show you some of the pieces that consist of the console and why the console is so important and why it costs so much. All right, so this is my console. This is a Regal console. All right, look like one big piece, but it's not. This console actually consists of 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces. Let's check this out. Consists of 4 pieces. Now, the hardest piece to find on any of these consoles is the top pad. This top pad right here, this top pad is so hard to find. It's damn near impossible to find one in good condition. This one, I spent $200 on this top pad. This was the best one that I could find. It needs to be cleaned a little bit right here. But other than that, this thing is in perfect condition. This, in the Cutlass, it's like a flimsy plastic wood. But for the Regal, it's metal, which is a major plus. I end up spending $150 on this alone. So I'm at $200 for the top hat, $150 for this. This bottom part consists of 2 pieces. This was $169. This was $169. So do the math. That's just for the console. So I mean, this stuff can get expensive if it's not in the car. But it looks amazing in there. It completes the car in the inside. Oh, and this, I end up getting a back part that comes up about this high and it stops here, and it has 2 cup holders. And that was another $125. But it looks amazing in the car. So that console, it's real delicate, man. So if you guys go through the process of getting the console, trying to put it in the car, make sure you pay attention to all the little tabs that the screws go in and all this stuff, because once it's broke, it's broke. It's done. I mean, you could try to fix it, but it's on you. It's just something that you have to pay attention to whenever you taking it out and putting it in the car. because I'm gonna have to show you guys how to properly put it in the car once I put the carpet back in. With that being said, let's get back to this seat. All right. So, got all the hard rings off, all the way around. Got all of them out, all the way around. Now, ready to pull this old stuff off, get the new stuff sitting on there, and then I could properly show you how to start hard ringing. So, there's a reason why I wanted to do the back seats first. I told y'all it was a whole lot easier. All right, so as you see, this is one whole surface for the back seat, right? Now, this is the bottom part for one of the front seats. All right, you see, it has a tab here, another tab here, and another tab on the back. With these tabs, that's when stuff starts to get a little interesting. But for the back seat, you see there's no tabs. It's the easiest seat to do. It's the easiest seat to do. That's why I'm showing you. So, throw this old stuff out of the way. And voila, you got a butt naked back seat. All right, so I'm about to get that, line it up on here. Of course, that back. Okay, so with the seat cover, you'll notice that these are the sides. And you know that the front part that runs around, that needs to go to the front. And this black needs to be in the back. It's only one way to put it on. So I actually need to flip it around. So I got it flipped around. And just remember, black goes to the back. That's the back. That's the back of the seat. And you know you got your sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling this on, get it stretched down, and then we'll go from there when I get it flipped over. All right, so I got it pulled down on there. Got everything lined up where it needs to be. All my edges match where they need to be. The front, all this will get pulled tight once I start pulling down on it. But you know, you just want to make sure you got the form of the seat matching with the cover. It's going to the back like it needs to. Pull it down on it a little bit. All right, so let me flip this and show you what we're talking about. All right, so with the seat being flipped over, you can see all the places where you need the hard ring at. Here, 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 there. All the big ones need to go all the way around. Now I've noticed this with doing these seat covers. Sometimes the more hog rings you use, the tighter it stays. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you can always order extra hard rings. That's what I did. I actually ordered a box of 500. This seat would take nowhere near that many, but I mean, you can double them up, pull it a little tighter, you know, just to make it look a little better. Get it tight like that seat. All right, so this is another thing I wanted to show you guys. So the cheap hot rings, pliers. I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but this hot ring sits inside of here, like that. It sits in the inside of it, like this. And of course, you see it keeps sliding out. The real deal pliers, that thing stay in there. It ain't going nowhere. These are what you want to use. You see that indentation right there? See that indentation on the other side? That thing ain't going nowhere. Tight. You can drop this on the floor, it won't come out. These, they suck. Throw them away. Buy you some real ones. All right, so I'm just gonna pick a side and show you guys how to start ringing, and then you can go from there. But it's a pretty simple process. It's not as hard as it seems. It takes a little time, and you just really gotta have an eye for it to know if something's not right, or to see where you might need to make some adjustments at. But it's pretty simple stuff. Of course, this is the front of the seat. So, with that being said, I'll pull down right here. Just gonna do this with one hand. It's a little hard. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this like that. Well, you're gonna hog ring this to there. So you're gonna make sure that one end of that hog ring goes through the bottom and the other one comes through the top, and you're gonna squeeze down, and that's gonna like it. All right, see? That's one. It's locked, it's pulled tight. We're gonna go to the second one, and then we're gonna work our way all the way around. I'm gonna work myself all the way across the front, pull it tight, make sure we lock down, and I'll be right back. All right, so I just did the front side. As you can see, take it all the way around, squeeze down on it, and go all the way around, all the way around, over there, and just make sure everything's still, tight. That's the main thing. Make sure everything's tight and flush. All right, I'm gonna start working my way down the sides. Work my way down the side, and then I'm gonna come across the back. All right. As you guys see, went down the sides, all the way across the top, all the way down that side, and I'm about to get ready to start on the back side. Now, the only thing that's different about this back side is the sides. So these sides here and this have to go up here. So you would pull this, stretch it real tight, and hard ring it up here. That's the only thing that's different. Pull the ends up, hard ring it back up here. And the rest of it goes here, here, back into all the big slots all the way around. And so you can see, let me flip it. As you can see, almost there already. Just looks 10 times better already. Everything's tight. You see the cushion? It's tight already. Once I pull that down in the back, perfect back seat. See it? Perfect. Good material. Since we have everything hog ringed down, everything's good and tight, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. It's a reason why you want everything real tight. You want it as tight as you can get it. All the way around. The reason why you want it real tight, to get all the wrinkles out of it. Because now, voila. Perfect back seat. Perfect. That easy. That simple. Save yourself a whole lot of money. See that? Perfect. I mean, you don't get no better than that. seats down. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the back seat, the top part of it. And the top part is where it gets interesting. But, you know, it's just another extra step. And that extra step is hog ringing in the middle of the seat. Once I get that seat brought down, I'll be able to show you guys how to properly do this seat. It's the same concept, but when you're hog ringing in the middle of the seats, it's a little bit more tricky and a little bit more tedious, and you really got to be paying attention to how deep you go down into the seat. And once I show you how to do that, man, you'll be on your way, man. Easy. Save yourself a whole lot of money. Like I told you, man, time is money. People want money to do this stuff. So, I mean, you can do it yourself and be done with it at your own pace. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself if you don't get it done. But yep, that's the product, man. Gbodyparts.com, man. They got everything. If you look up Monte Carlo seats on there, you'll probably see some of my work on them. Those people had hit me up and they was like, man, we love your seats, man. They came out amazing. And now they use my seats for some of that advertising. And I mean, man, like, this stuff comes out perfect, man. It's all about time and effort. All about time and effort, baby. So, man, what y'all can do is hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the page. I will be having a lot more footage on there, man. I was just blessed with my young one, my first child, my little girl. So, man, I've been trying to spend time with her. But like I said, it's all a process, man. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this stuff. We're gonna even get into like putting the wheels on the car. Everybody always asking how we get these 24s on our car down here in Atlanta without having to do all this crazy stuff. I'm gonna get into all that, man. Y'all just like and subscribe the page, and peace out, man. Thank you.